Hello everyone, this is Mr. Stamkos, and today I am here with part 3 of the Detroit Red Wings GM mode, and I've been looking at the team, looking for moves to make it the deadline, and I just don't think it's going to be possible for us to make a impactful move that has any realism at all. But one move that I do want to make at the start of this video is a roster move, and going down, I want to send Trevor Daley down to the in the system, and in return I am going to bring up Moritz Seider, because if we are going to be a losing team anyways, I don't see any reason why we should, keep, competitiveness up here with our scratch defensemen, and instead I think we're going to be running our brand new rookie defenseman out of Germany, Moritz Seider, to be the scratch defenseman in case of any injuries. He is 6'4", 183. He's big, so in case of an injury, he will come in, and yeah. Patrick Nemeth has actually grown too, which I like a good amount. So yeah, that's the only move that we are going to make. I did want to trade Franz Nielsen away and get a winger in return, but I tried so many different teams and deals, and it just wouldn't work with any realism. So yeah, we're gonna skip past the trade deadline empty-handed, and with that, we're just gonna simulate to the end of the season. So let's get going. We're not gonna be making any deals because we really just don't have the assets right now. I hate to say it, but we don't. And a good 3-game winning streak there, that's a shock for us. We go on a 2-game. Bertuzzi has recovered. So now we will bring him in, and we will be taking Franz Nielsen out of the system. Philip Zadina will actually stay on that third line, because I think he's doing well there. And yeah. And also, I just want to look how the rookie scoring race is going right now. And yeah, but still Olsen by 2 points though. We actually have potential to catch him. We'll see what happens though. It's definitely between these two guys, but Taro Hiroshi has to go off. You know what? I'm gonna play him first line. I'm gonna move Mantha. Yeah, I'm gonna move Mantha down to the second line and Bertuzzi up to the first line. I think he'll get a lot more offense for us. So let's just go and see what happens here. Jonathan Bernier with an injury. That's rough. But we got Calvin Pickard here, thankfully. So yeah, let's keep this train rolling. We're not getting a lot of offense right now, so Patrick Nemeth, Cholowski, Bowie, and Moritz Seider will get, like, what? 2 games? 1 game. He gets 1 game. Okay, and I don't think he did anything. So let's go to player stats now, and just take a look at how pathetic this team was. Taro Hiroshi's our best scorer. There's no way that he won, but I'm going to expect second. Yeah, Victor Olofsson edges him out by 1 point. Damn. That's rough, but great season out of Hiroshi. But yeah. No one really did great this year. We had some bad injuries too. Like, Tyler Bertuzzi only playing 36 games really didn't help our chances. But take a look at this. We got minus 69, minus 67. That is bad, man. But let's take a look at the league scoring here. And Phil Kessel, oh my god. Kessel and Kucherov tie for the lead scorer in the league with 93 each. The best scoring defenseman, was Brent Burns, and the best plus minus is Tyson Barrie. So Tyson Barrie's winning the Defensive Player of the Year. That's amazing. He still had 58 points too. And for netminders, yeah, we're not anywhere in here, but you know, Pavel Francouz didn't have a bad season for what he had to work with. But it looks like Brain Holtby's going to be winning the Vezina this year. And yeah, so that's actually it for year one. So let's move up to the draft. And honestly, I don't know what we're going to be going for in this draft. Because, you know, we kind of need to make improvements everywhere. But if there's one area I would like to cross out, it's probably defense. I don't think we need any more defensive prospects because we got Mort Seider, we got Dennis Cholowski, we got Philip Pronik, and then we got a few guys like Joe Hicketts who still have potential to become a decent top six. We got Rodrigo Alvarez, who can be a really great seventh defensive shutdown defenseman for us. So, yeah, I think we're good on defense. Center is another position where I'm kind of satisfied at. You know, we got Joe Veleno and Dylan Larkin and Michael Rasmussen, so I think we're good at center. So it's honestly the wings we need to work on. But as you can see, Washington, first in the league, wins the championship, beat Tampa in 7. What a bummer. Maybe they shut us out 2 straight games after Tampa was up 3-2. I hated that. That was really annoying for me. And players retired. Let's see. Nielsen, Franzen, Brodziak. Thank the Lord. We got some big contracts off our belt there. Derek Anglin retired as well, but Marian Hossa is the big one there. As for goalies, Ryan Miller, Craig Anderson, Mike Smith, Antti Niemi, Mike McKenna, Eddie Pascal. All these guys retire, so that's rough. Ryan Miller was actually really, really solid for Anaheim. 79 overall backup. He wasn't horrible. Ottawa's going to have to find themselves a new starter. Edmonton, I think it's good with Koskinen, but Mike Smith was really good. And then Antti Niemi was okay for Nashville. This Draper guy had 5 games. So, yeah, those are the retirements. Franz Nielsen, the most memorable one for us, obviously. Let's hop into this draft lottery. So this is probably going to be a shorter video, but this is a big draft lottery. Obviously, we have the best odds. New Jersey has 3 picks in the top 5. But let's just go. And we are going to reveal pick. I'm hoping no one moves up too fast here. Oh, great. Okay, so 5th is LA. 4th, oh my god, we go down to 4. And New Jersey gets 2 picks in the top 3 and 3 in the top 10. They are going to be loaded after this year. But, yeah, the Detroit Red Wings with 48 points fall all the way down to 4th. The worst outcome that could have happened. I'm not too happy with that, but it happened in real life too. And Colorado continues their success of winning the draft lottery. They do not need any more great players, but they're going to get Stützle or Byfield here to go with McKinnon. But at 4, we could definitely get a really good winger. I guess let's save this up because I don't want to, have to redo this and then get it perfectly like that again. This is the way it's going to be. But let's take a look at the prospects here. So, Raymond's 2nd. Oof. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going for a guy like Lundell. It's just that he's a center, and we already got Michael Rasmussen as a great shutdown center. But the next one is Alexander Holtz, who I've already taken a lot this year. So, honestly, maybe we could go for a reach with Yaroslav Askarov. Goalie's a big area of concern for us. We could move down to, pick number 10 and then snag Askarov there. I don't know. What do you think about that, guys? Getting Askarov in this draft, because I've drafted Holtz a lot. He is very effective. He turns out to be very good, but I don't know. I just feel like it would be a bit old for me to draft Holtz. I've never got Askarov. But there's also guys like Jack Quinn, Dawson Mercer, Rodion Amarov. We could take a center. We could take a defenseman. All the options would be good. Like Jamie Drysdale's there too. Anton Lundell, Marco Rossi. All these guys are fine to take. But if you look at our team needs, I am leaning more towards either Holt or Askarov. So yeah, we got a couple seconds too. So we'll see who we get with those picks, but yeah, let's take a look at the news actually. Brian Little goes to Winnipeg. No, Winnipeg trades Brian Little for a sixth and a first for a sixth. Are you kidding me? Let's take a look at trades. Sonny Milano and a first for Montour. Sixth for Connor Garland, a second and a sixth. Okay, that makes sense. Como Cogliano over the first and the seventh for Palmieri. That's a bit realistic, I'd say. A second and a third for Gusev. I think Gusev's better than that, but Winnipeg going all out didn't work. Second for Duclair. Second and a fifth. Santini and a second for Bodker. Yeah. UC Saros goes to Columbus. That's sick. Auntie Ronta goes to Vancouver. Jimmy Howard to Colorado, obviously. And yeah. So next episode will be the draft. Because, you know, I don't want to do the draft right now. I want to see if anyone has input for me, which they probably won't, but I'm still not going to take that risk. Let's take a look at the standings, actually. Washington, Tampa finished the same. Tampa just had more OT losses than Washington and less wins, so that's it. But we got 30 million cap space, so next time will be the draft and the re-sign phase. Then we'll hop into, actually next time will be just the draft. Then we'll hop into re-sign phase and free agency. And then we'll go on from there. And oh, actually awards. That's what I'm forgetting. I knew I was forgetting something. So let's look at the awards. Washington versus Anaheim. Wow. That's weird. Anaheim won the Western Conference. Defensive Forward of the Year goes to Sidney Crosby. He's actually usually pretty good defensively in this game, and he usually, you know, I'd say 30% of the time wins that award first year. The goal scoring award goes to Ovechkin with 52. So, you know, Ovechkin gets another Rocket Richard, which will be his 8th, I think. So that's insane. The MVP, I'm going to predict Kessel. Phil Kessel, yep. You know, just really led that Arizona Coyotes team. I'm actually going to go take a look at the team standings. Because, yeah, he really led that Coyotes team. It didn't really do much, though, which it would have been a great story if Phil Kessel led his team into the playoffs, but that didn't happen. The playoffs MVP is Nicholas Backstrom, so not the most likely candidate, but I could see why. You know, great center, one of the top playmaking centers in the league, probably just setting up everyone. Let's just take a look at those playoff stats as well. And yeah, Nicholas Backstrom with 12 goals even too and 19 assists, so that was nice. Okay. The Offensive Defenseman Award, oh, is it Carlson? No, it's Burns. Okay, yeah, it was Burns or Carlson. It always is year number one, and then usually gets mixed up a little bit after this. But Brent Burns wins it. No surprise there. He had like 80 or so points, so that's nice. Defensive Defenseman is Morgan Riley. Okay, thank the Lords it wasn't Tyson Barrie, because if he won that, that would be weird. But Morgan Riley could potentially be a candidate for a Selke one day. I think you'd bring that argument up now, but, you know, he's definitely not top 3. But he wins Defensive Defenseman with the best plus-minus. Offensive Player of the Year award goes to Kessel with 94 points. So, again, no surprise. You know, he was the Offensive Player of the Year. The Playmaking award, Backstrom, Torrey Krug. So, Torrey Krug, the defenseman, with 72 assists. And this actually happens a lot where Torrey Krug wins the Playmaking award. He usually has upwards of like 70 assists year one, and then it kind of falls off a little bit with like, you know, 50, 60 points, which is still great, but, you know, Rookie of the Year, Victor Olofsson, obviously, 48 points to finish out the season. And you could argue that Taro Hiroshi should have this spot mainly because of his situation, but Victor Olofsson is more than deserving of this award as well. And, I'll be excited to see where he goes and where Taro Hiroshi goes in their career. Goalie of the Year is Holtby. Yep. Great goals against average, great save percentage, and he had the wins, almost 50 of them. So there's no argument there. Vasilevsky would be a close second, though. And that is all the awards. So that's it for year one, everyone. We'll be hopping into the year one draft, but as it goes for the season and everything, that's it. So, again, tell me who you think I should take, Askarov or Holtz. I will probably post it on my Instagram, and if anyone replies on that one, then, that'll be the decision, I think. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, but for now, bye.